your girlfriend or the one you're trying to impress will look over and see absolutely poverty buttons. You didn't spec this car out with anything but the essentials. That's what it's like to be driving this little Taos. 1, building up the revs, off. Gentlemen, today you guys join me in what good financial decisions look like. Ladies and gentlemen, we got the 2026 Volkswagen Taos 1.5 liter 4-banger pushing 174 horsepower all-wheel drive with an 8-speed automatic transmission. And yes, the kind of person who drives this kind of car is probably going to be more financially literate and just wants something spacious. And since the Volkswagen Golf is no longer the same as it used to be, we get this slightly uninspired when it comes to the sportiness driving, but definitely cheaper and honestly practical. It really is practical. And one thing I really love about this one is the tail lights. A little bit of Audi, a little bit of Volkswagen mixed in, but this looks really good. Just look at those LED light shows for us. Beautiful. And yes, this is what our Kia looks like. This is the base model, by the way, so we don't get any real nice luxury features, to say the least. The car is basic, simple, but when you hop inside though, you will quickly notice starts. Let me turn this on so y'all can actually see all of these nice materials, nice leather, beautiful materials. And yes, we do have cloth seats all around, a little bit of aluminum going around. Now closing this, our speakers, no names. We don't get ambient lighting, we don't get any of the nice features because again, this is really, in all counts, the base model. You're just getting this to be practical because you don't want to spend any more money than you actually have to spend. And you can see that because we don't get any luxury amenities, but we do have Apple CarPlay Android Auto, and the cabin is still pretty nice. Funny thing is though, this car's greatest competition, although against most other car brands, this thing does lose in a few categories such as practicality, space, performance, XYZ. But its competitor is actually its big brother, the Volkswagen Tiguan. Why? Because the Tiguan offers slightly better handling, slightly more space, slightly more practical for just a little bit more money than this one. So this one is left in a very awkward range where you're just like, okay, do we just get a Taos or do we spend a little bit of extra money and just get the Tiguan? You're left in that little limbo mode. But it's okay because I'm gonna tell you what it's like daily driving a Volkswagen Taos 2026, by the way, and see how you guys love it. Right off the bat, you notice that the 174 horsepower makes this car peppy, but not quick, not even zippy. It's just there and just essentially adequate enough for you to notice that, okay, we are taking off and going somewhere. But not really in the fastest sense, really. Like that. The driving and the performance of this car is really not there. And when I get the chance, I will show you guys. We have a lot of poverty buttons in this car. What are poverty buttons, you might ask? These are buttons, actually I'm gonna turn this back on. These are buttons down here that have absolutely nothing whatsoever. We have our auto stop and go deactivator and our parking brake, and that's practically it. You don't want to take this car on a date night because your girlfriend or the one you're trying to impress will look over and see absolutely poverty buttons. You didn't spec this car out with anything but the essentials. That's what it's like to be driving this little Taos. It's an essential little vehicle that you just get because it makes sense. And that's quite literally it. I should turn these off when I get the chance to. But first things first, let's do a quick local 0 to 60 run. So 3, 2, 1, building up the revs, off. And 100. Holy, it took us a hot second just to get to 100. Definitely not the quickest thing out there, but That's Volkswagen for you. It makes me really wish that the Golf was still around, because I'm pretty sure for 2026 we might not be getting it. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what I've been hearing in the grapevine of things. Now let's take this thing onto the highway and see just how peppy this thing can be. Because to be fair, you get this thing because, again, it's the logical choice. You have no reason not to get it. It makes perfect sense. And it's simple. It's very simple and easy to get used to. Very good on gas. It's a 4-banger. What more do you need? Yes, the performance may not be there, the handling may not be there, but you're not getting a Volkswagen Taos for handling and for performance. And yes, you can spend a little bit more money to get the nicer trims with proper leather seats, heated and ventilated, by the way, because this one only does have heated seats. And I'm pretty sure you can also get some with ambient lighting, because that's how fancy Volkswagen is getting these days. This one is a little bit barren, and if it did have any ambient lighting, it would pop so well in the nighttime. But since we are just going a day of life of just owning this thing, this is what it's really like. Grocery runner, people dropper offer. This is the car your good friend drives when they drop you off after you had a wild night. That is what it really is like to have this kind of car. Now let's hop onto the highway and go crazy. The speed limit should be 120 kilometers an hour. Miles per hour is crazy. But taking this corner as quickly as we can, oh yeah, body roll is crazy. Come on, there we go. Maybe it was a mistake hopping onto the highway, because it is busy as heck, but we should get a perfect chance to test out our cruise control assist. So here we have lane keep assist. We're gonna turn that on. We got blind spot monitoring, and we're gonna turn on, whoops, we're gonna get our adaptive cruise control ready, and blind spot monitoring, rear, yep, and all my other assists have been turned on. So let's get adaptive cruise control ready by pressing this button right here. I forget, it's like a whole process to turn it on fully. So you first turn on your regular cruise control, adaptive cruise control gets turned on, and we set it. And now the car is just driving for us. It is getting pretty dark outside, even though it's only 5 p.m. because we have daylight saving times in Canada. So this is as close to a sunset as we can get before it gets fully pitch black. And as you can see, this car might be boring. Let's be real, it's gonna be a boring daily driver. That's what it's meant to do. It's supposed to just get you from point A to point B as efficiently as possible, and that's all it's there to do. Simple. Insulation, decent. I do have to yell above the wind coming through the car, but other than that, it's not terrible, really. It's simple. Once you get used to it, it's almost perfect for the regular person who knows what they want and know that they don't need anything more than that. Having anything more than 200 horsepower is pushing the fun of peppiness. And this one doesn't feel the need to do extra. It's simple, really, and it does its job pretty well. It's a quick little review, but you get the gist of it. It's a simple vehicle, get you from point A to point B. Not supposed to be fancy in any way, shape, or form. It's supposed to be pretty cheap and actually kind of highlights the higher models a little bit, like the Tiguan, for example. Once you drive this one and you hop onto the Tiguan, you realize how much more you just get for not too much more, actually, on the price tag numbers at least. So you are tempted to go for that compared to this one from time to time. And to be fair, I wouldn't blame you. It's a simple car, and you don't need anything more than that. You're not gonna be as cool as the truck drivers. Like if I were to step on it right now, you see us going 88 kilometers an hour. We're gonna try and make sure that truck does not overtake us, so go. Kick down was kind of slow, but we're picking up quickly, and then we can safely change lanes. You can hear that 4-banger screaming its lungs out just to get up to speed. But if that truck was moving any quicker, we won't be able to overtake it. That's how this car is at times. It's not gonna be peppy, it's not gonna be fast, but it is gonna save you a lot on gas, which our current gas mileage is driving data, load up. one of those things. 10.5, I just missed it. Okay, back to over here. Yes, our current gas mileage is 10.5 liters for every 100 kilometers, which is pretty good considering I've been stepping on it more times than I'd like to admit. And blind spots in this car are basically almost non-existent. I have a full good view of everything around me. Very good and very nice. And the adaptive switch controller is good, but funny thing is, take a look at this. At a full tank, using 10.4 liters for every 100 kilometers, we're sitting at 620 kilometers of range, which is outrageous. That's a lot of range in a car like this, and I love it. This is why you buy a Volkswagen, for the range, the gas mileage, and just the simple practicality this thing has. What more do you need? What more do you want? That is why you get this kind of car. Simple, straightforward, and honestly, not much you can hate about it. Very simple vehicle, and once you get used to it, you'll love it. You'll enjoy it quite a bit. But anyway guys, this has been Morty in the 2026 Volkswagen Taos. The base model. May not be the fanciest thing out there, but still, for the price tag, with all these nice materials going on around in here, it's not bad. Take care of yourself guys, and peace.